Test, test. All right, everybody, we're going to get started in just 1 minute here. Going to wait for anybody else that might be joining to get on the webinar, and we'll be starting in just a sec. All right, let's go ahead and get started today. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Today's the last installment of our 6-week Smarter Online and Mobile Marketing series. We want to first thank everybody that has joined us over the last 6 weeks. We have brought up some great and intelligent questions over that time period, and have been truly interested in taking the time to help their business grow, taking it to the next level through online marketing. I'd also like to thank the team here at Keybot for helping us get us all set up and rolled out over the last 6 weeks. It's been a pleasure for this series on, and I hope some of you out there can take what we've talked about over these last 6 weeks and really learn something and put something together for your marketing, your online marketing, and your team, and help grow your business. So that being said, let's go ahead and jump into today's discussion on social for the local business community. Today's topic should be very informative for those looking to expand their reach, their brand exposure, your community, and just your customer engagement through different social channels. Now, real quick, before we get started, if you happen to have missed last week's presentation or any of the other week's events, you can find the video of those on the YouTube channel that we have, or you can find the slide deck on SlideShare, or again, the transcript is on our Tumblr page there as well. You can find all of these by just going to those appropriate channels, either YouTube, SlideShare, or Tumblr, and just searching Keybot, Q-E-B-O-T, in the search function of that site. Also, if during the presentation you have any questions and you're on the Google Plus feed, you can submit those through the Q&A function right there on the page. Anybody that's watching on the YouTube channel, feel free to submit those questions straight to me via email. You can see my address right there at the bottom of the screen. It's M-A-White, M-A-W-H-I-T-E, at keybot.com, right there at the bottom. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Let's jump into today's topic, social media and marketing for local businesses. During today's presentation, we're going to be talking about a few different topics. To start out, we're going to talk about different social channels that are out there for local businesses. Then we're going to jump into how to use each of those channels for local and what we can do to really expand your reach on all of those different channels. We're going to talk also about which channel is right for your business. So some of these channels we'll talk about are great for some businesses and not so great for other businesses. So we'll talk about what's going to be right for your business and how you can utilize those systems. And then finally, we'll jump into some optimization tips. So we're going to talk about how to optimize all of your social media channels and really make sure you're getting the most out of it. So let's go ahead and start out. We're going to start with the different channels, the different social channels that we are working with. For the purpose of this presentation, we're going to actually discuss really the top social media channels for local businesses and how they should be used by your business to create some fantastic online marketing systems. Okay, what social channels are best for local businesses? So let's start out with the big one, Facebook. Facebook is the largest social media platform in the world, with right now about 1.23 billion active users. It's used mostly for connection between friends, relatives, and close colleagues, and it's actually one of the more personal channels that's out there. Most people are able to connect through Facebook with, again, most of the people they know, their friends, relatives, colleagues, anybody out there that they have a good connection with. And also, there's actually, for online marketing purposes, fantastic ad targeting capabilities. I know we talked about advertising and remarketing a couple weeks ago, but with the Facebook system, you can get some really great targeted ads on there to really reach your target market. The next one is Twitter. So Twitter is a micro-blogging platform that allows users to express ideas or talk about what they're doing with their business or what they're just even doing on a regular basis in 140 characters or less. The platform allows for very easy categorization of subjects that you're talking about through the hashtag system, and is actually very real-time. The way Twitter is set up is the real-time capabilities of it actually allows you to talk to people and connect with people while they're actually thinking about a subject or talking about your business. So it's really real-time, and it is a great social platform for engagement with your clients and your customers through this kind of a platform. Next up, we have LinkedIn. I would say LinkedIn is actually one of the most important social channels for the professional or the entrepreneur or just regular business people out there. A couple great things. It allows you to connect, share, and collaborate with others in a very business-directed manner, and it also is a great place to make connections with other business people, and exchange and share tips and ideas about how to grow your business, how to create operations that are going to make your business function better. It's just a really great way to connect with other business people, and that's what LinkedIn is really great for. Up next, we got Pinterest. Pinterest is unique, but it's a very powerful network to share ideas and creative items that could be interesting with like-minded people, or to simply discover new and interesting ideas and items. It works by people and businesses creating a board of things or items that they find interesting, fun, exciting, whatever it is, and depending on it can be quotes, it can be recipes, it can be really anything you're looking for. Other people can also follow these boards to get ideas and enjoy following products and ideas that you share, or that that you guys are putting out there for your business to help market what you guys are doing. And they can take those ideas and pin them to their own boards, which will lead people back to your business. So for creative type businesses, this is a fantastic platform to use. Next, we'll talk about Instagram. Instagram is a photo share that is actually owned by Facebook now. This channel is great for sharing photos of your product, your business, or just really kind of fun things that are about your company or related to your industry as a whole. Has an enormous user base right now. A lot of people are using the system at the moment, and the image search capabilities are great. It's really easy to kind of search for certain images or certain interests that you might have on the platform. It's also great for helping your customers see your business in a more visual and energetic way. So Instagram helps you, post pictures of your products, your services, your business in a more visual way, in a way that helps people understand and connect with your products or services. And finally, Yelp. So this one isn't totally social media. I wouldn't say it's really in the social media category, but it's still one of the greatest tools that I think local business should be spending time on. So that's why we're including it in this presentation. All of your potential customers are there. They're spending time on it, and they're really trying to learn about the businesses they use, and they're using it to educate themselves on potential companies that they are going to buy from, or services that they're looking for. So Yelp, again, although it's not totally a social platform, it is something that we find very important and is the reason we included it in this presentation. So that being said, those are the ones we'll be talking about today. Those are the social channels and a little brief intro into what they do and how they operate. Each channel has a different look, feel, and a way that using it is unique to that development of that application or social channel. It's important to understand how each tool can be used and how the most effective platforms for the goals will be for your business. So what platforms are going to be the best for what you're actually doing. We're right now going to kind of give you a briefing on each of the channels and what you should be doing to maximize your capabilities on that, and how to really kind of use for your business each of these channels in a local setting. So we'll start at the top here with Facebook. Like I said, Facebook is one of those channels that it's the biggest one out there. It's one of those channels that you should be very active on. Really works well when used to truly connect with customers that are already fans of your business. The best way to utilize this platform is to just help yourself create a following of people that have used your business and like your business and understand your business. Through that like system, the people liking and engaging with your business, you can then engage with them. You can keep them up to date with your business, send them invitations to events that you're having. You can show them specials that you guys are putting on. And the best part is when someone does like your business, all of their friends and their connections are now become aware of your business as well. They're now told about your company. It's also important on this platform to be posting interesting or thought-provoking ideas to your timeline on a regular basis. The more engagement you can get from your followers, the more people are going to be able to see what you're posting and potentially be drawn to your business. Also, advertising can also be very effective on this channel. But make sure that when you're setting up your advertising, setting up your targeting, you do a great job in targeting how your spend is going to be put together. Or else, it's a huge network. There's a lot of people on it. You can actually blow through quite a bit of money pretty fast if you don't put in the time and the effort to make sure that you're advertising correctly on it. But this is a great platform, again, for just engaging with your users and the people that enjoy and like your business and your company. This is a great way to keep them coming back, keep them interested in what you're doing, because people are on Facebook constantly. If they see your name on a regular basis, this is a great way for you to market yourself. Next is Twitter. Twitter is also great for helping you keep your fans interested in your business in real time. Because tweets come and go so fast, it's also very important that you be very timely with your tweets and try to maximize the exposure when you get it. On top of that, it's also really important to make your posts very interesting or exciting, which can be hard sometimes because you only have 140 characters to do that in. But it's crucial that when you do post something, it's something, again, since you have that small window of time when you're at the top of the newsfeed to when you're just buried in it, that you make it something that people are going to be interested in and excited about. This is also the platform that's people are using to have real conversations with customers. We've seen it done a lot of times. People being able to connect and talk to that customer on a regular basis through this platform, and then get instant feedback back. So it's a really great platform to kind of get that communication going. But one of the things that we do advise against is we've all seen it before, make sure you don't get too defensive on any of these social channels, really, but Twitter specifically. Although it does go fast, defensive feedback, again, we've probably all seen certain companies go off on Twitter on their customers or vice versa. It can become a real problem. You want to make sure that if there's anything negative, you kind of let it go and let it sink down without making too much out of it. I'm sure also what you're gonna see here is the ability to use, again, this system at the right time. So you want to make sure that when you're posting, you're thinking about when your customers are going to be really looking at their Twitter feeds, what's going to be the most effective time. If you're a restaurant, for example, maybe you start tweeting at a time right before lunch, just to get people interested in it, and it's going to be the time where people are going to be interested in what you're posting. So it's a great platform. You just got to make sure that you are doing it right and being very careful about how you use it and being effective with the time that you use on it. And then LinkedIn. So as stated before, LinkedIn is a great tool for businesses and business professionals. I can't even begin to tell you how much actual business our company and myself have actually been able to do through LinkedIn and the LinkedIn networks that we've built. But here, you want to also keep it very high level and professional on this platform. If you're a business to business organization, this is where you can make yourself really shine. Post interesting topics based on your industry or your target markets industry, so who your customers are, and really think about what you can be doing to help your fellow businesses out. That's what this platform is really great for. It can also be a fantastic tool for recruitment. Although it is a little bit expensive, I've probably actually myself interviewed some of the best candidates I've ever had through LinkedIn. So when you're looking to hire, the ability to help you see someone's professional background and kind of understand what they are and who they are, it's really unparalleled. So we definitely recommend LinkedIn for a couple different reasons. Again, the capabilities to connect with other businesses, connect with business professionals, and that recruitment tool is fantastic through that channel. Next is Pinterest. Pinterest is another one of those is another platform that local businesses can use to make their company or their products and their services, just more visual and exciting. For a local business's purpose, this can be great for fans of your business to, again, just follow and interact with your brand on a regular basis. A great example would be a restaurant. Say you have a restaurant, you own a restaurant, and you're pinning photos of your new or favorite dishes that you guys have created, or even pinning recipes. Pin a recipe of something that's really neat and really exciting that you guys make there, and have people try it out at home, and then come in your restaurant and try it there. So it's a great place for getting people excited about what you're doing. Also, getting people to engage with your company is the ultimate goal here. Helping them. It's really about helping them get a more intimate feel and connection with your business and with the products and services that you have. And it creates kind of an invigoration, or invigorates people that love to look at these kind of things to build your clientele. It helps invigorate your company, invigorate your products, invigorate your services, and get your exciting products and services and business out there. It also can actually help give your business a personality. It kind of gives the ability for somebody to look inside of your business and get an idea of what it is that you as the owners or your staff or your company likes, what they're interested in. So it gives your business a bit of a personality. Gives the ability to see a different side of your company that they may not have seen before. So our suggestion here is get out there and just find interesting items that relate to your business and start pinning your board and sharing your information and what you guys love with the world. Next up, we have Instagram. So with an enormous and heavily active user base here, Instagram becomes another great tool for engaging your target audience and getting them to love the brand and products that you guys serve. This is especially useful if you have a product that is very creative or very beautiful or luxurious. By taking and posting beautiful images of your products and your services, you can actually drive interest by people that may not have even your company or known they were even interested in the products and services you serve. So you're a hotel, for example, and you're able to post these beautiful pictures of the location that you are. Say somebody is thinking about a vacation, and they didn't even know about this certain island in Hawaii, but you're posting pictures about your hotel there, and they could become interested about that because they're searching Instagram for different kind of pictures. So this is the kind of thing you can use this for, really kind of attracting people, and it's got a great ability for people to if you use the right tagging and everything, you can really make this social channel effective for you and driving new traffic to your business. It's also make sure you're coming up with fun taglines for your photos as well. Make the video or the photo itself as visually appealing as possible, but then make that tagline fun and interesting and exciting for the people that are going to be looking at it. And then Yelp. So Yelp, again, is probably I'll say it again and again, it's probably one of the most important tools for the local business. With people heading to the internet for reviews of any of the any of the products or services they're going to use, they're going to buy, they're going to consume. It's incredibly important that you have a well-built Yelp page with very accurate and intriguing information. And you can also, get your customer to be interested in what you're providing through not only the reviews that are on there, but what you say about your company as well. People typically read not only the reviews, but what your company can serve as a whole. And it's got some great capabilities for putting your menu and all this, or your services and your products on there as well, so people get an idea of exactly what you're serving. Our biggest suggestion here is really to get your happy customers out there talking about you. This product, this Yelp itself, this system probably hits closer to home for most of the businesses out there than really any of the other ones can. Over the last couple of years, has truly helped business community weed out, or not the business, the buyers community, weed out businesses that are good versus ones that are bad. Again, our best advice is to get out there and, number one, claim your page and take the painstaking time of setting up and getting it to really be viewed as the business you want to. One of the biggest things that you're going to see about Yelp too is you got to get out there and claim it, because your profile on Yelp can be created without you even going there and putting anything up. So it's important. Whether you want to be on Yelp or not, you're most likely, as a local business, going to be on it anyway. And if you can control it from the beginning, it's going to be much more effective for your business, and it's going to help you, drive a better user experience for your customers. And like I said, get people out there talking about your business. Get them out there reviewing you in a positive light. The more reviews that are positive, the better it's going to be. Because the unfortunate part about human nature is that people like to talk and complain about bad experiences more than they actually like to praise in public, really good experiences they have. So you're gonna want those good clients out there talking. You're gonna want those good customers out there talking, and just seed that a little bit. So if you really enjoyed the service today, please go on Yelp or go on Google and review us, and let people know what you thought about your experience today. So that is our advice with Yelp. There's a lot to do there, but it can be a great tool if you use it effectively. Okay, so now we know a little bit about each of these channels, what we can do with them, how it works. Let's talk about, now we know how we can utilize them if we're a small business or a local business, and understand exactly how they will be effective for our company. But now let's talk about, who should be using these channels. Really, as it sits right now, not all these social channels are created equally, and not all businesses should really be using them. It's not the same for every company out there. So let's jump into a little bit about which companies should be using it, which companies it's going to be really productive for, and which companies probably will not get a lot out of it, and maybe even shouldn't set up a profile. So again, we're just going to stop at the start of the top here. Facebook. This is one we go back and forth on with a lot of different companies. Social signals are important for your overall online marketing strategy, and Facebook really is one of the biggest social signals out there. But the flip side is that if you have a poorly structured page and really low engagement, it may actually be worse for you to have one than to not. For anyone that is a consumer-facing business that is associated with fun or happiness or joy, or just anything that is enjoyable for the consumer to go and buy, a Facebook page and consistent engagement is going to be very, very important for you. It also may be very great if you're a business-to-business company that's in an exciting space, business-to-business that people are interested in. Most tech is a great example. A lot of tech companies like to have their social profiles, and they can do a lot of engaging on there within even just that community to gain a lot of exposure. But some that may not work so well, say for example, maybe you're a divorce lawyer or a plumber. I'm not saying anything negative about those two professions. They're fantastic, and they're obviously very needed, but it may be hard to entice engagement from your clientele. Even if they're very happy with your service, they could love what you did. They could be very happy with exactly what you were able to do for their as a whole. But let's face it, it's not many people are going to go out there and like their divorce lawyer. So it shows up on their Facebook page and everybody sees it. Or not everybody is going to want to like that they maybe clogged the pipes in their house and they need somebody to come fix it for them. There's certain industries that work really well on Facebook, and there's certain industries that aren't quite as effective. So you need to kind of look at what your business is and decide whether or not it's something that that Facebook could be really beneficial for you. Because like I said, having a Facebook profile is really great, but on the flip side, if it's not well built and you're not getting good user engagement, it could actually also be a negative signal. So just kind of take it in stride with that one. Next is Twitter. This one, again, is kind of similar to Facebook. For consumer and business-to-business companies that can actively harvest followers that want to truly engage with your company and are excited about your business, this is a crucial platform. You really need to be on it. But again, if your business doesn't have that right content or interest for high-quality engagement, just may not be worth the time and effort. Again, this one's a little bit different than Facebook. Having a Twitter profile that's not completely filled out probably won't hurt you all that much, but there's the time sink of Twitter. And Twitter can, because it's so active based and it's so real time, where you may post on Facebook, 2, 3, 4 times a week maybe. People that are active on Facebook are active on Twitter, posting on Twitter. So the time sink thing going to Twitter may not be worth it for your business if you aren't a business that is heavily engaged with your customers or heavily engaged with the consumers that are using your products or services. Next up is LinkedIn. This one, from my point, is pretty important for all business owners. From a purely business connection standpoint, LinkedIn is the best for connecting and staying in touch with current or past employees, other employers or vendors or referral sources, or really anybody that's out there that could be good for your business. Everybody that's in or excited about business is on LinkedIn these days, and it's great. It's a great place for you to connect. It's also a great platform for just learning about business and getting great tips for running and marketing and increasing your business. It's a great platform just to educate yourself on a regular basis. People are writing amazing pieces on a regular basis and posting it there. And it's actually, if you want to just learn about business and get tips about how to run your business and about marketing, etc., it's a great place for you to just go read through and follow certain companies and certain subjects and just educate yourself on a regular basis. So that's really why we recommend LinkedIn for all businesses, and then creating your profile for each business owner itself. Next, let's jump into Pinterest. Pinterest is the platform for the creative businesses. For the companies that are out there that create art or food, clothing, design, furniture, architecture, anything like that, this can be a really great place for them. It's about connecting people that may have an interest in what your business serves, and giving them a look into how you and your staff go about putting yourselves and your company out in the world, or what your company is interested in. Again, humanizing your business a little bit. Humanizes the creativity aspect of your business, which can be very important for very highly creative companies that are doing very high-end kind of stuff. This is a great way to kind of give your customers and your clientele a vision inside a little bit, to help them just be more comfortable with using your system, using your company, and being excited about your company as a whole. Then we got Instagram. So Instagram, again, kind of similar to Pinterest. Another great tool for consumer-facing businesses, companies that want a new and unique way of showing your products and your services, and getting that creative that you have, that creative information, that creative stuff, products and services that you have in front of a large and interested audience. Now, it's probably not the best, again, for companies that are more professional industries like law or medicine, companies like that, just because, again, it won't be bad to have one, but there's probably just not a lot you're going to be doing on it. So again, it can be one of those time sink things where if you're going to spend the time and effort on something, this is probably not your best bet. Now, again, in the professional services, architecture can be a great thing for Instagram, because again, it's a very creative system, a creative service, and the business itself is, you create beautiful things. You can really kind of take advantage of Instagram and Pinterest with that. And then lastly, Yelp. So what companies are Yelp important for? And for this one, I kind of talked about it a second ago, but I think from our standpoint, it's really important for every company. And its importance again really stems from the main reason of it can be set up by itself. Although Yelp is a great platform for building a reputation, driving people to your business because of reviews that they've read or the star ratings that they have. The issue is a profile for your company can be created on this platform without your knowledge, without you doing it. And typically it is. If you go on there and your business has been around for a while, you'll most likely have a profile built already, just because of the way Yelp works to build profiles for all companies already, as well as if somebody wants to come rate you, they can create your business on Yelp to be able to rate you. So it's important to get in front of that. You want to make sure that you go out there and you create your profile in there so that you can really effectively control what's going on, and you can make sure your messaging is right and your logo is right and everything along those lines. And the great thing about Yelp is it's strong. People use it on a regular basis, but it can really affect your business in a positive or negative way if not paid close attention to. It's important to get out in front of this one, like I said, and make sure you have the control. And then just get your happy customers out there and talking and writing reviews about your company. In today's ecosystem alone, a local business with no reviews, if you have a business that has really 0 to 2 reviews on it, it can almost look as bad as having bad reviews. People want to read about your business, understand your business from the beginning, and it's important to make sure that you put yourself out there in a way that's going to be effective for people to understand what you're doing, and people trust other people. So you want to make sure that you have that set up so they really can do that. And finally, let's get into some optimization. So these tips are going to be really kind of over all of the different channels that we're talking about, how to optimize them for your local business and how to really kind of create a local business structure that's going to be as productive as you can for your social marketing, your online marketing, and really getting your business out there in an effective way. So let's just start with, there's really 5 tips we have here. Let's just start with number 1. Your business is local, so show some local pride. Get out there in the community and start posting your activities to your social feed. So get out there in the community, do some community outreach, go and spend some time doing some community good, and be able to post pictures and images and feedback to your social profiles. People love to see companies and businesses out doing something in the community, and it's really going to draw people to your accounts and to your company to see that you're there and doing things. So get out in your business. You're a local business. Show that local pride and make sure that people see it. Number 2, make sure that your messaging is concise and consistent. We see this a lot, right? Writing a long, drawn-out story about your business on a social platform is really going to end up with the same result every time. People are not going to read it. I know businesses are excited about what they do. They're excited about their products and their services, and they want to, expand upon it as much as possible. But if it's more than just a couple sentences, or if it's not bold, it's not easy to consume, people aren't going to read it. It's going to go, and you're going to lose business because of it. So make it concise and to the point, and make sure the messaging is consistent across all of your social channels, and it also matches your website. So you want to make sure, again, that message is the same across all these platforms, the same across all these different channels, and really kind of points at the same goals of your organization, your company. And then make it concise. Make it easy to consume. People can read 1, 2, 3 sentences, understand what your business is about, and then make their decision on whether to use your product or service from there. Number 3, images. People are visual. Use images and infographics whenever possible. Images are great. It can help. Not only are people very visual, but it also can help with humanizing your business again. Taking pictures of your staff, taking pictures of your products and services. And it gives people a great visualization of you and your company and what you're about, and really helps actually ease people into using your business and your company when they see images of your people, of your staff, of yourselves. It gives people that comfort level of saying, okay, I kind of have a connection with this person because I see what they look like. It may sound kind of ridiculous, but it is huge for the for the consumer to understand and get some sort of trust built from the very beginning with your business. So images, put images everywhere. Number 4, don't overpost, but stay consistent. The greatest thing here is build a calendar for yourself. Going overboard and posting about every little thing you do is a mistake that I see actually a lot of businesses make. They think, okay, if I go out there and put a lot of content in and I just am putting things online all the time, it's going to look really good. People are going to be interested in what I'm doing, and there's going to be just a lot of content that's created across the web. But what you're really doing is actually just filling up your followers' news feeds on a regular basis, and you're going to start looking spammy. And that's not what you want to rate your business to. You're going to turn your audience off if everything in their feed every 3 or 4 pieces of information that come to their feed are about your business or something like that. It's going to look bad for you. So make sure you stay consistent with what you're doing, and don't let big gaps of time go between what you're talking about and everything like that. But make sure also that you're not going overboard. It can be a real problem. So we suggest putting together a calendar. The best ways to do this is make it a flexible calendar. So if something interesting does come up, we can, you have the ability to throw something in on a regular basis, but make a calendar so that you have a good idea of when you need to be posting, when you should be putting things out, and not, again, leave big gaps, but not overshare on a regular basis. And then 5, the biggest thing, again, that we want to really push here is just taking things in stride. Every company has a customer with a bad experience here and there. It's just going to happen. There may even, and the problem is they may even take this issue or this experience to social media channels and vocalize their displeasure. People love to complain. So, what we would like to say is just take that kind of stuff in stride. Apologize if necessary and make that apology public, which is perfectly fine. And try to right that wrong if possible. Talk to that customer that wrote whatever negative thing they wanted to write, and talk to them and understand, what the problem was, what could be done, and try to right it. But our biggest advice on this one is just don't get defensive and lash back at the customer. This almost always will come back to bite the business in the butt rather than the consumer. If you have something negative that goes on and you can remedy it, or you can do something to show that you're apologetic for whatever that situation might have been, typically it's going to be quickly. It's going to filter through the newsfeed, and you're not going to get a lot of press or anything negative on it. But making a mountain out of a molehill can also be is what can happen if you really start to attack and go on the defensive for this stuff. And these are public forums. These are places that people can see what you're talking about on a regular basis, and the world's going to see it. So either it's a negative review and you kind of put it in this situation where you say, oh, this is a one-off, sorry about that, here's the remedy for it, or you make it a big problem and you get real defensive about it, and then people, they're not going to take to your business as well. They're going to think that since you became so defensive, there probably was something wrong. And again, it's hard to erase the internet once it's out there. So once it gets out there, it's hard to take it back. And we've seen, again, a lot of companies have a lot of problems with going on the defensive on Twitter, on Yelp, on whatever it is, and really having a lot of negativity associated with their business after that. So that's the information we wanted to share for today's webinar. Again, social can be a very important tool for companies looking to grow, but can also be a huge headache. It's something that can take a lot of time, a lot of effort to really do correctly. So making sure your social channels are properly put together from the beginning, understanding which ones that you should be using, and setting a strategy for how to use them on a regular basis, putting those calendars together. It can be extremely important part of your business, but it can also, again, be a very hard and challenging part of your business as well. If you'd like some help, we're happy to help our customers get their social media site set up, build a strategy around it, and get that structure moving for them. You can, if you want more information, you want to talk to us, you can simply email us at success@keybot.com, or feel free to just call us at 805-286-8535. The number's right there. Oh, maybe it's not. We go there, it's right there. So either success@keybot.com, you can email us there, and we can help you guys work through a strategy and put your platforms, or the phone number's right there. Give us a call. So I think that's all we've got for the information for today. William, do we have any questions come in while we were presenting today?
Yeah, we have a few. First one is, how do I balance fun posts with ones that are more blatant advertisements?
Okay, that's a great question. It kind of depends really on your industry. If you're out there and you're an art, you're selling art, or you're selling something exciting or fun or interesting, it's going to be, most of your posts are actually probably going to be kind of fun, and then you can wrap an advertisement almost into that. You can show the creative piece or the piece of art that you have and write something fun or energetic about it. And really everything you post should be kind of on the fun side. That being said, if you're a business to business and you work in the advertising industry, it can be a bit of a hard challenge. So you're going to want to post things that people are interested in, because you're going to want people to stay interested in your business and stay interested in what you're doing on a regular basis. And through that, you're going to want to post, information about the industry. You're going to want to post information about what's going on, and just energetic and fun and interesting in pieces that people get excited about. But then you're going to want to, every once in a while, put in some sort of advertisements. Or I wouldn't say when it comes to your posts specifically, say for Facebook example, as an example, I would never really in my posts themselves say, here's our product, you should buy. That's not really where advertisements should be. You can buy advertisements in there, and that's seen as a better process because people expect it. But when you just put up very advertising kind of posts in really any of these social medias, you're going to get defollowed. People are going to say, this is too much. I don't want to know. I don't want to be sold on my social media channel. So you want to kind of hide it in a way where you talk about something important, or you talk about something interesting, you spark their interest, and then kind of relay in there that your business can help them take care of that issue or that problem, or that your product or service can, is tied into whatever you're talking about. So that's what I would suggest for most of these social media platforms. They're not great for just blatantly advertising, but working your messaging so that it talks about your brand and your company is the way you should probably be thinking about it. Anything else?
Yeah. Is there any way of reaching customers on LinkedIn if I'm a B2C company?
B2C, yeah. I mean, it definitely can. I would say for LinkedIn, the most, from my perspective in my career so far, it's been pretty much been used for B2B services. I've definitely connected with a lot of people and gotten a lot of great connections. But there's a lot of people out there that are using LinkedIn on a regular basis to look for jobs, or to try to find information. And that's where you can really kind of target your customer through those feeds. By putting out their information that's relatively interesting to your target or to your industry, and then putting in that feed. People are actually reading that news on a regular basis, and be able to put information in there. You're going to get in front of consumers and customers that you want. Again, it depends on what your industry is. Again, I think that every business should be on LinkedIn. Whether you use it for business-to-business connections or can actually get in front of potential customers, or if you're a consumer-facing or a B2C company, it's challenging. So that's one that I would say, if you have specific questions about your business and how you should do it, get a hold of us and we can talk in more detail, because it's really going to be kind of customized to what your business is. Anything else?
Yeah, one more. You say don't get publicly defensive on social. Should I not be using social media as a customer service channel at all then?
Gotcha. No, I think actually a customer service channel on social media is a fantastic way to actually allow people to see that you are very customer focused, that you're consumer focused, that you're doing a lot for your customers on a regular basis. This department is really, really good at what they do and can be very strong. I would definitely not recommend not using social media for customer service, because honestly, people are just going to go there for it, whether you want them to or not. People are going to post on your Twitter page. People are going to post on your Facebook page. If they were happy or unhappy with your services or your products. So you need to make sure you have a strategy put together for those types of things. When I say don't get defensive is when you have a company out there that somebody talks negatively about their product and they try their hardest to defend it and they get negative back to the customer, telling them that they did something wrong or the experience is fine. You've had 100 different customers that love this product and they're in the wrong for not liking it. That is a negative connotation. You want to keep everything positive. You want to try to turn everything that is said on your Facebook pages into a positive kind of a light. For example, a great example I saw a couple weeks ago on Facebook. There's a company out there that sells like jogging pants, like spandex jogging pants, and somebody came on and said, you know what, your product isn't very good, through a posting. She ended up posting something saying, hey, check out our new line, really cool stuff. This potential customer or this customer came back and said, I tried your stuff, it wasn't very good, wasn't very happy with the quality. And she came back and just said, you know what, I'm sorry for your bad experience. Would love to, work something out. Maybe we can give you a discount on another pair if the ones that you had maybe fell apart or whatever it is. Let's take this offline and we can chat more and see, how we can fix this problem for you. Great way to, when I read that as a consumer, I say, wow, these people really are for the customer and they want to make right any wrong that might be out there about their business. And that's what you should be thinking. So try to turn any negative into a positive on social media, because again, the world's going to see this. It's not private. It's not like you're saying to somebody in private, hey, you're wrong, I'm right. And the fact of the matter is the customer's always right. This is the way the business world has kind of put things together. So if you're yelling at the customer, it's not going to be effective. Cool. So you said that was the last one, right? Anything else?
That's it for today.
Okay, great. Well, guys, thanks so much for joining us. I hope you guys were able to learn some great, interesting information from this, and can take it back to your companies and help drive social media and drive social awareness about your business and drive some business to your company. So, like I said, if you have any questions, success@keybot.com. We have the phone number 805-286-8535. Give us a call, shoot us an email. This is the last of this 6-week journey that we've been on. We'll probably come back in the next couple of weeks with another series that we're already starting to kind of think about and work on. But if you have any questions, again, let us know. It was great doing this, exciting information, and talk to you guys soon. Thanks so much for joining us.